Hello guys, this is Kong. I'm back again for another movie review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the movie called for Miss Peregrine Home for the Peculiar Children. It's definitely a peculiar movie, so to speak. Today I'm going to talk about the pros about this movie. The pro of this movie is that I like that it is strange. It's different than all this other movie that I've been seeing the last months. It's just something different, something unique, other than my normal action, anime, that sort of thing. And another thing I like about this movie is that it had interesting characters. The girl with a mouse at her back, another girl with, she can obviously fly because she's lighter. She had to wear this special boot, and excuse me, girl with strength, and a girl with can grow things faster, and an invisible man. I thought they were interesting, and even our main character, our villain, was interesting. Even the monsters were interesting, and our Miss Peregrine was also interesting. And another thing I like about this movie is that how they told the story, how these normal people became hollow because of the so-called accident or experiment, and how you can see their transformation, how they became, so to speak, hollow. And I thought that I really liked that because it showed how the actual manifestation of being human and then becoming a hollow or a monster, an actual monster in real life. And I thought that was cool and interesting. I really liked that because it's not a lot of movies that really show you the transformation. And another thing I like about this is that, I guess about 1/3 in, maybe about 2/3 in, his grandfather is telling our main character about these monsters and how you see these some stories and all these people and kids, and you're like, okay, he's just being a grandfather, he's being a good grandfather, telling this grandson the stories. But then all of a sudden you go and you go along with the main character, and then you see these children, and they're like kind of creepy at first and bizarre, and then you're like, oh, okay, I didn't know they actually exist in the movie, and it is plausible. These peculiar children do exist, and I'm like, wow, okay, they did a good job of not showing to you and then showing to you. I appreciated that. I like that a lot. Another thing that I felt that the movie was had a weak point was it was a weak story. Just we follow our main character, and he go find this Miss Peregrine for the home of peculiar children. It just didn't really kind of do me. It didn't feel like it was an adventure. It didn't feel like it was strange, crazy. Didn't get that feeling, I did get a feeling, but the adventure itself didn't feel like it was strange, bizarre. Sort of in the movie, but then not to the point that it was like, wow, okay, this is crazy, creepy, Our main character is really weak. I didn't really care for him. I was more interested into the peculiar children, the elder children, supporting a role in the movies. I felt that they were more interesting. I felt like I want to learn more about them instead of our main character. And our main character, his ability is to see the hollow where these other children don't see the hollow. And I was like, okay, he doesn't seem peculiar to me. I wish he had a more, I guess, almost supernatural ability that kind of, wow us or give him an edge. I mean, seeing how it kind of sort of give him an edge, but not to the point where he is bizarre and strange at the same time. So, the ending was not satisfying. It didn't feel gratifying when they beat our villain. You know, it was like, that's it. It felt flat. It felt really flat, and I felt it should have been more. So, and another thing was I put in the category of questions. It's like, how did these time loop work? They sort of show you that in the movies, but you sort of almost have to believe it. And then Miss Peregrin, she is a shapeshifter. I don't know how she became a shapeshifter. They didn't really show you that, and they kind of show you that she had the ability to, you know, do a time loop, but they didn't show you how she was able to. They show you that she was able to shapeshift, but like, how does she get that power to do those kind of things? All right. So the moral of this the story is, don't bite more than you can, because in the movie, obviously our main villain was kind of pushing the boundary of science, pushing the boundary of possibility, and he paid for it. All his accomplice paid for it, and becoming, you know, the supernatural, the monster, the hollows. So the moral is that don't bite more than you can. So a suggestion for this movie would be, I think that the director, I don't know if this is based on a book or not, but maybe what they could have done was do a series, but instead, based on these peculiar children, maybe 3, and then they'll break the movie into 3s, and then show us these characters, their background, their story, their history, and then do another one where they converge and how they fight our main villain. And I thought that would have been a better idea, so that way we get to be invested in these peculiar children beforehand, before we meet a big bad villain. I thought maybe they could have gone that route. That way we feel more invested in the characters and we care more about them. The score I would give to this movie would be a 7 out of 10. Again, a 7 out of 10. I would say you should go see it if you can. I would not recommend it because it's okay, and it is an okay movie. So guys, thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate it so much. Please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel because it'll help me be motivated. Again, thank you so much for your time. Take care.